I'm Jerry. I left MAGA and I'm here to spill all the tea. In this particular video, I'm going to be telling you, sharing some information with you about Greg Locke. This, let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to give it much setup other than what I've already set up here. I've got a few tabs to go through, a couple of videos I want to share. But from the Tennessean, and I'll drop links to all this stuff in the description. But in the Tennessean, there's this article from 2022, Greg Locke timeline from independent Baptist preacher, pastor, to right-wing firebrand. And down here, there's this Global Vision Bible Church pastor, Greg Locke, has long been a showman and willing to be unconventional. I'm going to prove that to you. But he also has some connections to 2020 thing, I do believe. He was also anti-vax and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to get into the article. Like I said, I just primarily wanted you to see this headline before I jump off into the other things I have to present to you. Like, for example, this.
Anybody else want to play games before I get to preaching? Huh? You better go ahead and do it right now, because it's going to be twice as bad here in a few minutes. You do it while I'm preaching. I'll take this microphone and bust you in the mouth with it in the name of God, because we ain't playing your stupid Democrat games up in this church. You hear me?
Oh, I'm just getting started.
If you're going to play games, you might as well pull your shirt off and be a big boy and do it right now, huh? Go ahead, big girl. Come up here right now. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right now. If I'm making you nervous, there's the door. You can get out. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. You can get up out of this house right now. We ain't playing your games in this house. Get out.
You can just feel the love, can't you? Wow, just wow.
Get out.
There was the applause there at the end. Let's see. Stop. Let's see. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I do want to go ahead and run with this one. This video, I don't remember exactly how long it is, but this is the sort of misinformation or disinformation that this cat likes to spread around. He's got some really spicy rhetoric. Let's just go ahead and plow through this.
You see, here's what the left does. If they can't kill your baby in the womb, they'll starve them to death later on after they've been born.
Now, I just want to remind you about the Trump administration freezing SNAP benefits. And I want to remind you about the lady who called around the churches about the baby formula and the backlash off of that. Anyway, moving right along, because this guy's, he's toxic.
Now, I'm going to say something right now going to make about maybe 10 of you mad. Now, I don't care if it makes all of you mad. We'll start over next week. You know, the Bible talks about church discipline, right? About kicking folks out that cause trouble.
Church discipline. Okay. I just played you a clip about his bad attitude, so let's see what he's got to say.
I'm almost going to say I'm about to the place. I am to the place. I'm to the place right now. If you vote Democrat, I don't even want you around this church. You can get out. You can get out, you demon. You can get out, you baby butchering election thief. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. I don't care how mad that makes you. You get pissed off as you want to. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. They are God-denying demons that butcher babies and hate this nation.
All right, so let me know in the comments what you think about that. This is one of my favorite clips that I'd like to present to MAGA during my exit, after my exit, for years now. The general response I get is the Bible is a tool, not a weapon. So I'm just going to set it up for that. This video is about 2 minutes long, and I'm gonna try to let it all roll.
that is duct taped and zip tied to an Easton ball bat. Let me show you. I'm about to show you something crazy. Watch this. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the, watch the next phrase, pulling down of strongholds.
All right. I'm gonna have to constantly interrupt because pulling down strongholds is also a reference to pulling down high places or things that they consider idolatrous. So in the Joel Webben video that I did, Joel was talking about pulling down and crushing to dust any like an 80-foot tall Muslim. They don't do statues, but minaret is I think probably what he's referring to. But that's what they consider these high places or strongholds. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into this.
You ought to pay attention to what the Greek word for pulling down means. It's the word demolition.
Okay, I have not checked the etymology on this, but I'm going to guarantee you that if this guy says something, you better go research it. Every claim he makes.
That's what it means. It doesn't just mean, well, I'm just going to pull it. It means you demolish the house that the evil spirit left when you kicked it out. So maybe at our Global Vision store, we ought to start selling some Bible bats in the name of Jesus.
Excuse me? Yeah, okay. You think that's wild? Check out what he does with it.
Because what some of you need to understand is you've been delivered from a demon, but you've not pulled down the stronghold yet.
Now, that could be movies, television, music that's not on the approved consumption list. Anything like that. Wrong book, wrong app. Whatever. If it's not approved behavior, yeah.
You got to get rid of the triggers on that iPhone. You got to get rid of the triggers on that Netflix. You got to lose her number. You got to lose his number. The demon comes out when you expel it. The stronghold comes down when you demolish it with the Bible. You gotta start tearing that mess up.
So I'm just going to drop that right there. And please let me know what you think about that craziness. It's hard not to laugh, but I wouldn't do that with a Quran, a Torah. I would not do that with anybody's text that's considered sacred. That's just, and anyway, this guy's a Trump promoting preacher. Let's see what we got up here. Okay, so we already covered that clip and that short. What else we got here? Let's see. Oh yeah, this little rant here is about 2 minutes long, and now if you haven't noticed the demons thing, holy mackerel, just wild. Just check this out.
We got first and last names of 6 witches that are in our church. And you know what's strange? 3 of you are in this room right now. Three of you in the room right now.
I'll clue you in on the backstory when we get to the other side of this.
You better look in my eyeballs. We ain't afraid of you, you stinking witch. You devil-worshiping Satanist witch. We cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ. We break your spells. We break your curse. We got your first name. We got your last name. We even got an address for one of you. You so much as cough wrong, and I'll expose you in front of everybody in this tent, you stinking witch. You were sent to this church to destroy us. You were sent to this church to lure us in.
All right, so This goes on for a while. You can tell from the timeline on there. This goes on for a while. What happened here was Greg Locke's church hired this couple to work security for them, to run their security operation. And they saw things that they didn't like, and they reported it. It was acclaimed by the body that it was going to all be handled in-house. Nothing changed. The couple, and I think might have been a total of 6 people included, but it was one couple in particular. And anyway, they threatened to go public with it, and they got branded witches, and they got ostracized, and it was dramatic, incredibly dramatic. Let's see, what do I have lined up next? Oh yes, so let's take a quick peek at this. Who burns books? Seriously, historically, who burns books?
Devilish stuff. We got every bit of kind of witchcraft, spell books, everything you can imagine. And this thing is full. So we got clothes, a lot of things. So if you need to get rid of it, as much as you can get, just start throwing it in there. 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 Burn it. Burn it. Burn it.
Did you catch the Harry Potter hoodie in there? Yeah, Harry Potter is considered witchcraft and demon work in these people's minds. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy story, but they think it's reality. And the horns that you're hearing in the background, those are shofars. It's a ram's horn. It's an Old Testament horn that the Hebrew people use, and they venerate it almost as much as they venerate their AR-15s. But that's enough of that insanity. Let's see. Oops, I need to refresh that page real quick.
Hey guys, Pastor.
All right, so this was pretty important as well. I have a video that I posted recently in this playlist about Donald Trump moving the embassy to Jerusalem for the evangelicals. And so this is from 8 years ago. This was around the time that all was going down. About 2 minutes, not quite. So let's just listen to what this guy has to say before I jump into the next couple of items.
Greg Locke here. So liberals and Muslims are both up in arms that President Donald Trump declared Jerusalem to be the capital city of Israel. Well, I'm glad that he did that, but time out. God declared it a long time ago, folks. It's in the Bible. Jerusalem has always been the capital city of Israel. You can bemoan that, whine, complain, and gritch about that fact, but it is.
So you can see he's a Zionist. And I'm going to solidify that whole thing by the end of it. But he's putting Muslims, which they despise, in the same group as the liberals, who they also despise. They don't like anybody who's outside their friend circle. They're scared of the things that they don't understand. Let's see what we got here. Oh yes, update on the red heifer ceremony. Now, this is some of the charismatic Charisma magazine there, yeah. The red heifer ceremony is part of the end days prophecy as interpreted by some, by many, out of the book of Revelation. And there's this sacrifice of the red heifer, and it brings down, ushers in the new temple, which is going to, anyway, they think they're going to be able to force Christ back to earth. And I think it's interesting how it says in here, could happen soon. I have not followed it very closely, but Greg Locke was on the ground in Israel, and this was what did I say? This is in 2020, February 2025. So yes, about a year ago at the time of the recording. So, oh, shoot fire, a year ago yesterday. Interesting. So moving right along, there was some search stuff I was working on here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one last clip I've got lined up.
The United States.
Okay, let me set this up. This character right here, Owen Schroyer, works with Alex Jones over at InfoWars. And he's a pretty loud propagandist. He comes up with some pretty outrageous concepts. Back during the Trump administration, Owen and Alex were both down in Del Rio, Texas, harassing the Catholic Charities who were helping the migrants coming across the border. It was wild. But anyway, this is an interview between Owen Schroyer and Greg Locke. And just check this out.
I believe should cut all foreign aid, including Israel. Would you support a policy like that, or do you think America should continue with the military and financial?
Absolutely, I think so.
Really?
And that's where we'll disagree. But yeah, I absolutely believe they should militarily and financially support the nation of Israel.
I take that personally, that any American would feel loyalty to another country. I will say that angers me.
Listen, this much I can tell you. If America ever made a statement that we will cut off Israel, have nothing to do with them, I promise you I'd move to Israel tomorrow.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well, you're going to get that opportunity.
I promise you.
Yeah, I would say at this rate, all support for Israel, definitely in America, all support will be gone 10 to 20 years. 20 years max, 10 years minimum, I'd say.
So there's all that. What do you think? Let's see, we got Greg Locke, the demon believer. He's scared of witches. He doesn't know how to treat his holy book with respect. He likes to burn other books, which doesn't surprise me since he doesn't know how to respect his own holy book. He supports this tyrant that's in the Oval Office right now, this mentally diminished individual that's sitting in the Oval Office right now. Greg Locke's just not a very good guy, and he bends the ear of a lot of people. I'll get to the Flashpoint Media thing at some point in the not too distant future, but there's a few other characters that I need to add into the mix before I get that far down the road. Other than to say Victory Media is a Flashpoint Media, part of Victory Media, which is part of Ken Copeland Ministries. It's like mapping slime mold. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. It means you're really looking for the information that I've got. Please give me a thumbs up. Let's talk about things in the comments. If you got any questions, I can see about making some more videos to answer those. Like I've said, though, I got a lot to do, and I'm not afraid to take on more of a challenge on this. I want people to know what I know. That said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, rest well, and get plenty of fluids.